Trust your gut. In relationships, romantic, platonic, or professional, our instincts are often our first line of defense against heartbreak. But when we're caught up in something new, it's easy to ignore those warning bells. We tell ourselves, it's probably nothing, or I'm just overthinking. But those gut feelings, they're there for a reason. Red flags aren't just for lifeguards. They're the signals we get when something isn't quite right, even if we can't explain it. So many of us, myself included, have ignored them, only to regret it later. Why? Sometimes it's hope, sometimes fear of being alone, or just denial. But ignoring red flags doesn't make them disappear. It just delays the inevitable. Here's how ignoring them almost turned me into a cautionary tale. I once dated someone who always made little jokes at my expense. At first, I laughed it off, thinking it was harmless teasing. But over time, those jokes chipped away at my confidence. My friends noticed before I did. They'd give me that look, the one that says, "Are you okay with this?" But I brushed it off, telling myself, they didn't mean it. Sound familiar? Red flags show up everywhere, in friendships, relationships, even at work. Sometimes, it's the friend who only calls when they need something, or the coworker who takes credit for your ideas. Other times, it's the partner who gets jealous when you spend time with anyone else, or the date who's rude to the waiter but charming to you. These are the moments that make you pause, even if just for a second. Like when someone jokes about your biggest insecurity, and then does it again, or when they make you feel small in front of others, but apologize in private. These aren't just quirks, they're patterns, and patterns matter more than excuses. Or when a friend only calls you when they need something, but ghosts you when you're down. It's easy to make excuses for them. They're just busy. Or they'll be there when it really matters. But ask yourself, are you always the one reaching out? Are you the emotional support, but never the priority? Here's another one, constant interruptions. Maybe your date always talks over you, or your friend never lets you finish a story. Over time, it sends the message that your voice isn't important. Or maybe you notice a lack of genuine interest in your life. You share something you're excited about and they barely react. When someone can't celebrate your wins, it's a sign they may not truly value you. Sarcasm that stings, eye rolls, or subtle put-downs, these are easy to brush off as jokes. But these small digs can add up, slowly eroding your self-esteem. I used to brush off these red flags, telling myself, they didn't mean it. But if someone's actions consistently make you feel less than, it's not your job to fix them. It's your job to protect yourself. For singles, a partner who hides their phone or gets defensive about social media, it matters. Or maybe they never introduce you to their friends or family. These are signs of secrecy or lack of commitment that can't be ignored. If you find yourself constantly making excuses for someone's behavior or feeling drained after every interaction, pay attention. Your energy and peace are worth protecting. For women, a common red flag is a partner who tries to control who you see or what you wear. Or he dismisses your feelings, calling you too sensitive. These are not signs of love, they're signs of manipulation. For men, it might be a partner who tests your boundaries. Maybe she gets upset when you spend time with friends, or guilt trips you for having hobbies, or perhaps she never apologizes, always turning the blame back on you. These patterns, if ignored, can lead to resentment and pain. If someone treats you like a backup plan, you're probably their backup plan. If you're always waiting for someone to choose you, you're not really being chosen at all. Another red flag is unpredictable mood swings. If you find yourself walking on eggshells, never sure what will set them off, emotional instability can create a toxic environment. Or maybe it's a lack of gratitude. If your efforts are never acknowledged, or your kindness is taken for granted, it matters. Appreciation is the foundation of healthy relationships. It's not about being paranoid, it's about protecting your peace. You deserve relationships that make you feel safe, valued, and respected. If someone's behavior consistently makes you question your worth, it's time to reevaluate their place in your life. Life gets a lot less dramatic when you stop ignoring the obvious signs. It's better to be alone than to be with someone who makes you feel lonely. The friends who truly care, they'll never make you doubt your place in their lives. Learn from my mistakes. Your future self will thank you. Red flags are there to protect you, not to scare you. The next time you notice one, don't ignore it. Talk to someone you trust, reflect on what you're feeling, and don't be afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel right. At the end of the day, you deserve relationships that lift you up, not weigh you down. Those little things you brush off, they matter. Don't let overlooked red flags shape your story.